What is up, guys and gals? It's me, Thomas Fan01 here, and today we are back at it again with another Transformer figure review. And today we are going to be taking a look at the Transformers Studios Series 86 from Transformers the movie, Voyager class Skywarp. It's quite a nice thing that we have a Skywarp now. Actually, correction. It's not a nice thing that we have a Skywarp now. I'm just happy that we have a new Skywarp. Same thing with Thundercracker, and I'm pretty sure the next thing that's going to happen too with Starscream. So, yeah. Although I will say this, if they do give us Starscream, I do hope they give us King Starscream. So, yeah. Anyways, y'all know the rules. We don't take a look at the figure first. We take a look at the packaging. And it's pretty much the same as Thundercracker's. You got Skywarp in his image right here and here, and you got this going on there. There apparently was a deleted scene with Skywarp where he kills Red Alert, and if I'm not mistaken, I think he also kills somebody else too. But yeah, no. So this guy's definitely, I'm excited for it. So, anywho, let's continue with the figure at hand, and what a nice figure we have to bring on in here. And if you just look at that, just look at that. This is how you do a figure, but also, this is also how you not do a figure. Same thing with Thundercracker. I may have gotten a little too stoked about a few things in there, but could have been worse. So, anywho's, let's get this guy into scale comparison, shall we? Let's do that. Here he is next to 86 Soundwave. Here he is next to our previous review. Here he is next to 86 Shockwave, who's still my favorite out of the 86 line so far. Here he is with good old Thundercracker there. And finally, here he is with the big old boss himself. Here he is with Megs. So yeah, there we have that. Alright, so now that we've done that, let's get this guy into his robot mode, and the first thing we have to do is we have to close this up, and we've got to remove the null rays. Yes, I know it's parts forming on a technical scale, but then again, pretty much every time you have to deal with these things, it's parts forming, you know, regardless of what you're doing. So, yeah. Anyways, now we can pretty much begin. So, to start things off, how do we want to start this? Let's start this by getting these feet pieces undone here. So, you're going to take these, kind of lift them up a little bit, so that way you can then untab the wings from down below and just pop them up. Just do the same thing. Just kind of untab and lift at the same time. And there you have all of that. So now that you've done that, you can come to this back section here. You can untab it from said legs, and then you're going to pop these pieces open like so. And you're going to extend the calves a little bit, enough to the point where you can then close these back up, and then you're going to split them. And I personally like to leave these things back like this. However, the instructions tell you to have them like this. However, just for that little bit of extra stability, I tend to just have my Seekers with the wings pointed back like so. You don't have to, but I tend to do that just because it's my own personal preference. So personal preference is a big key in this if you really want it to be. So fold down the feet if you haven't already done so. And then you're going to come to these sections here. Kind of just... Actually, let's bring this whole bit up first like so. And then, let's see, how do we want to do this? Yeah, let's come to this section here, and then we're going to kind of just untab these pieces as well, and those just kind of lift up a little bit, and then that also kind of lifts a lot of things out of place, so just be aware of that. So take these pieces here, bring them all the way out, fold down the side bits like so. And then, let's see, what do we want to do now? Let's work on the chest after we completely collapse it like so. So once you've done that, then we're going to work on the chest. So this is not obviously what you want to do, because that was a bit much, and I ripped them off from being back here. So what you want to do is you don't want these to be that way. You want them to be here, and then you're going to basically open them like this little cavity here, and then you're going to flip out the head. So pretty much, let's see if we can do this on camera properly this time. So basically you have it going from this configuration, you want to pull this forward and basically kind of just move these out of the way just enough for the moment. So I'm going to bring this down, I'm going to fold in said nose cone, and then you're just going to accordion this and shape it all together, and that's why this piece is open at the back. So there's that. And as I stated previously, we already split the legs, and let's bring all of this backpackness up a little bit here, so that way everything works out just enough. And we're going to come to the arms, do the same thing, pop these down, do the same thing on both sides. My apologies, folks. Pop the hands down. And then it's pretty obvious what to do next. Bring the null arrays back in, and we just pop these on his shoulders like so. And there you have Skywarp in his robot mode. And oh my goodness, I'm so excited for the next couple figures of the Seekers that they're going to do. They've announced they are going to do Starscream, obviously, because, you know, I mean, why else would you redo the Seeker mold if you're not going to give us a new Starscream? So that's my whole point. But I do love the fact that they are giving these Seekers individuality. And what do I mean by that? Well, we're going to have to come and take a good look at the head sculpt here. This guy is frowning. Let me bring in Thundercracker here. This guy's smirking. And I have a feeling Starscream's probably going to be screaming. So, yeah. But anyways, let's get this guy into his scale comparison modes, because you all know we love that. Sorry, we have dust on the set, and I don't like dust on my set, so I apologize for that. Should have cleaned it up beforehand, but I didn't. So, anyways, here he is next to Soundwave. Here he is next to Shockwave. Here he is next to his good old buddy Thundercracker, and to which, by the way, Hasbro, you're killing it right now with these things. So, yeah. And finally, here he is next to big old baddie Megs. So, yeah. Alright, so, again, it's a Seeker mold, and there's always going to be a fan mode of, do you want it looking like this? Do you want it looking like this? How do you want your guy to look? And me personally, I kind of just, I like having the wings at the back here just so that they add a little bit of extra stability. So, yeah, that's just me personally. But anyways, where are we going to put this guy into our final thoughts? Well, final thoughts are, it's a Seeker mold. So, I mean, not really a ton of excitement to go around on that. I mean, seriously, there's only one more we need to really complete. We really need to complete the Seeker trio. So, yeah, we can't complain about that. So, but I will say this, the third Seeker that's missing here, come on, Hasbro. Come on, give it to us. Give it to us. You already have the mold. You need to just get to work and start painting. So, and speaking of paints, these new Seekers, I'm digging the paint scheme on these guys. Take note, the crotch plate is a completely molded piece of plastic, which does move. I don't know why it moves, but it moves. So you have that. They literally color match this thing nearly perfect. The only thing that is not color matched is the hands and the feet. And those are the only things that are not as color matched as they could be. But everything else, pretty dang spot on Skywarp, I gotta say. So yeah, I can't complain about that. So that being said, because this is a non-complainable Skywarp, I think we're going to give this guy, I can't give him anything less than an 8 out of 10. Due to the paint, I can't complain about that. And the color matching is just perfect. It's just perfect. It's literally perfect. So, anyways, this is Thomas Fan01 saying, do not forget to check out the main channel and all of its playlists, where I will leave a link to all of it down in the description below. And do not forget to hit that subscribe button, which is somewhere down around here. Also, don't forget to hit that notification bell as well, which is, again, somewhere down around here. And, again, don't forget to leave a comment down below, which is, again, somewhere down around here. But don't forget to do all of that stuff as I stated. And one last final thing is, please do not forget to check out Jordy's Rail videos, Alexander Rothschild, Patrick's Voice Rail, Riveted Railfan, Riveted Reviews, iStar552 Bravely GG, KittenCat999, TroosterTube, Lemon Lime Studios, Zaga and Oreo, and Corey Tucker from Facebook, along with, what the hey, we'll throw him out there as well, Sentinel Edits. So do not forget to go check all of them out, and this is Thomas Fan01 saying, do not forget to keep playing with your toys. Goodbye.